Hi, I'm Angie, and you're watching Dante's Vaccinated.
You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation. Now check this out. If any of you guys want to learn how to speak and read the original biblical Hebrew words, I want you to go over to zionlawschool.org. You will receive an overview of Phoenician Hebrew, grammar, parts of speech, nouns, verbs, prepositions, etc. This brother that founded this website, he's a doctor and he's a neighbor of mine, at least in a neighboring country. Because you know I live in Thailand and he lives in Vietnam. Now he's also selling 3 books, and each book that you buy comes with free online live courses. He has Phoenician Hebrew 101, I Can Read, and 911 Iber Yath Rescue. So go ahead and start that free course by picking up one of his books on Amazon.com.
100% focused in my prime, I think I'll beat Floyd. Well, Floyd really, he's very mentally tough. Very mentally tough. You know, I would cut him off. I would use my jab. A lot of people don't, like even the Oscar De La Hoya fight. Oscar De La Hoya, she used his jab a lot more. I would use my jab, throw combinations. I work the body and then work the head, because a lot of people, they go to the head and then work the body, or they go for the head and then you can't hit them in the head, and then you know you can't hit them in the head. So I work the body and work the head, and then just try to break them down physically, because I know it's not breaking him down mentally. He's just one of those top fighters, just like Sean Porter. You're not going to break him down mentally. You can break him down physically, but mentally, he's always going to be there.
Errol the Truth Jr. got asked by Matt during All of the Smoke podcast, which I'm going to provide the link for that interview in the description box below. Matt presented the question to Errol Spence as prime for prime, Mayweather versus Errol Spence. Who wins that fight? Errol Spence responded with no hesitation. 100% Errol Spence will beat Floyd Money Mayweather. So Matt followed up by stating, you can't just say you're going to beat TBE and not tell us the strategy on how you're going to do so. So Errol Spence went more in depth. He stated, I will use my jab more than Oscar De La Hoya did. This is not verbatim, but is around them same lines. He also followed up by stating, you can't really break Floyd Money Mayweather mentally. He's so mentally strong. I have to break him physically. Then that might result in Floyd Mayweather breaking mentally. But you can't just rely on breaking him mentally. That's not going to happen. The Truth also followed up by claiming, I'm not going to headhunt. I will go to the body, then go upstairs. That's what Errol the Truth had to say. He knows a thing or two about fighting Floyd Money Mayweather, as he have sparred him in the past, and he was part of the Guerrero camp. And since I have a little more insight on that, I'm going to touch on the sparring a little bit later on in this video, where I feel like it's necessary, but I still have to stick by the code. What happens in sparring stays in sparring. So there's only one thing left to do before I dive into the topic. Subscribe to y'all broski, y'all key channel. If you're trying to get smart about the minute, if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these decaps, aka Dumb casual ass fans / old media, shout out to DBN for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. It's a boxing debate / talk show where I the past, present, and future pound for pound #1 when it comes to debate. Like I told y'all time and time again, this ain't All the Smoke podcast, but on Split Decision, it's smoke season every season. Even during quarantine season, wants all the smoke. Even during our holy month, Ramadan Kareem to all my broskis, still wants all the smoke. So call in, tune in, and if an of mine want to call in as well, it's my pleasure to speak to my broskis. So let's go ahead and dive in to the topic at hand. Now, one thing for sure, what makes a great fighter is his confidence. You're only as great as what you project yourself you're going to be. What I mean by that, Muhammad Ali, the greatest fighter of all time, inside and outside of the ring. He spoke it to existence. Speak it, believe it, receive it. He stated that he was the greatest before he even knew it. And that's according to the greatest himself, Muhammad Ali. And that's why when Mayweather came out claiming that he was TBE around the time he was still fighting, I had no problem with that. Because Muhammad Ali did the same thing. And Mayweather have the resume to back it up. So how can you really disagree with Floyd Money Mayweather when it went from the blueprint to the green print thanks to Mayweather? It went from the Philly shell to the Mayweather defense thanks to Mayweather. He changed the landscape of boxing. Mayweather mastered his craft inside of the ring. And outside of the ring, he destroyed the biggest boxing entity at the time, which was HBO, when he joined forces with Al Heyman, had it to Showtime, then created PBC. So what I'm trying to say is Mayweather is as big as you can get in the sport of boxing. However, Muhammad Ali is bigger than the sport of boxing. That's why he will always be the greatest. Therefore, one thing that the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, and the best ever, TBE, Floyd Money Mayweather, had in common is their confidence. So if Errol Spence don't have the confidence, then his nickname wouldn't be The Truth. Because if he says something, I'm pretty sure he truly believes it. So Errol Spence came out claiming that he would have beaten Floyd Money Mayweather prime for prime, which means he would have beaten the pretty boy version. So first things first, Errol Spence was not disrespecting Floyd Money Mayweather. This was actually in a form of a question. Second of all, I remember the time Mayweather dad, Floyd Mayweather Sr., came out claiming if Mayweather would ever lose, it will be to a tall southpaw that has tremendous height and reach on Mayweather and great defense. He also added that southpaw have to be gifted with reflexes, great hand speed, and all of the above. So Mayweather Sr. stated if a southpaw was blessed with all them attributes and was actually bigger than Floyd, because obviously Floyd is really a 130-pounder, then that's the only possible scenario Mayweather have a chance of losing, according to Floyd Mayweather Sr. So when Mayweather Sr. gave that scenario, he basically meant Mayweather have to be on a disadvantage in order for him to lose. It won't be an even playing field, because if it's an even playing field, Mayweather wouldn't be beat. However, if he's fighting a guy 20 pounds bigger than him, which means it wouldn't be Floyd Mayweather natural weight. He's going to have to be really at a huge disadvantage against a fighter that's only born every blue moon. So that scenario is kind of pretty hard to put in place. On the other hand, Errol Spence has some of them attributes. He is bigger than Floyd Mayweather naturally. He is a fighter that has tremendous work rate, doesn't get tired. He's also a tremendous combination puncher where he put it together like puzzle. He goes to the body very well, then goes upstairs, could fight mid-range, inside and outside. However, in a dream fight, is that enough to have the green print against the Mayweather? Does Errol Spence have the answers? That's exactly what we're going to talk about and figure out in this video. Now, before we get to the sparring and the history, let's talk about each fighter's best attributes. Errol Spence, on one hand, his best attributes are his IQ, his jab, his work rate, the way he throws combinations, his presence in the ring, the way he adjusts, and also cut off the ring. He's always in balance and has great power at the welterweight division. And last but not least, the way Errol Spence goes to the body, I think he's the best one in the game today. Therefore, from these attributes that I just threw out the dome, obviously it's a freestyle video, the attributes which Errol Spence excels more than Floyd Mayweather are Errol Spence's ability to put punches together like puzzle, aka combination punching. And this one right here is not for certain, but I believe the way Errol Spence stays in the pocket and digs to the body is definitely special. I believe he does that better than Floyd. On the other hand, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, one of his best attributes, which he always mentions, you could be stronger than me, you could be faster than me, but you definitely is not smarter than me. So definitely his IQ is on a whole nother level. His defense, his speed, his foot speed, reflexes, and you name it. So with that being stated, what Floyd Mayweather does that's better or excels over Errol Spence is obviously his hand speed, his foot speed, his body quickness, his defense, and his IQ, which allows him to adjust during the fight like water. He literally is water when it comes to that boxing ring. You put him in the bottle, he becomes the bottle. You put him on the ground, he becomes the ground. You put him at any scenario, he will adjust to his environment. So with that being stated, just off the attributes, Floyd Mayweather will obviously win the fight. However, Errol Spence is not trying to win this fight off attributes. The way Errol Spence is planning to win this dream fight, according to him, is go to the body, be a dog, and dog Money Mayweather. However, like I said, Mayweather is so slick with his adjustments, with the way he goes to the body. He does it long range with that jab and that straight right hand, just like Errol Spence does. So with that being stated, we definitely have to talk about the history to settle this one right here. So first of all, Errol Spence really think highly of Mayweather. What I mean by that, according to Errol Spence, his favorite fighter is Sugar Ray Leonard. However, when he got asked on Undisputed who would win in a dream fight, Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard, Errol Spence responded by stating, Sugar Ray Leonard will beat Money Mayweather, but Pretty Boy Floyd will beat Sugar Ray Leonard. And just to mention for the people that's not informed, Sugar Ray Leonard had the second highest competition of all time in the sport of boxing. I believe Muhammad Ali had the highest competition. Then after that was Sugar Ray Leonard. That's equivalent of a super team in basketball, and you a one-player team. So you're the only one on the field that everyone relies on. On the other hand, the other team has all the players in the world. So that's what Sugar Ray Leonard had to deal with. So for Errol Spence to claim that Pretty Boy Floyd beats Sugar Ray, that lets you know how highly he thinks of Mayweather, which I'm going to go more in depth on that. Errol Spence was putting elements on the table that people are forgetting about when they talk about these dream fights. For example, Money May versus Sugar Ray Leonard is like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Andre Ward at 168, because that was Sugar Ray Leonard 4th weight class. Now I'm pretty sure Floyd Mayweather at 147 versus Sugar Ray Leonard is way closer fight than Andre Ward versus Sugar Ray Leonard at 168. So when you talk about Pretty Boy, if you're going to add size and bulk him up to be at 147, it's a different story when it comes to Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. which I'm going to touch on that topic on split decision, so be on the lookout for the cookout. For the meantime, Mayweather versus Errol Spence, I will have to favor Mayweather. Money Mayweather or Pretty Boy Floyd. Now, if you're talking about a 43 years old Mayweather, obviously Errol Spence is going to beat him. But if we're talking about Money Mayweather 10 years ago, then I have to favor Money Mayweather, just based on his attributes and all of the above. So for the people that likes to talk about the sparring, let's talk about it. I had an inside source that pretty much told me everything I needed to know. So I'm going to talk about the things that I'm allowed to talk about. Floyd Mayweather came out of jail at the time. He served 2 months, I believe. He was supposed to serve 3, but because of good behavior, he only served 2 months. As soon as he got out, Floyd Mayweather went to Showtime and signed the biggest contract in all sports, changed the landscape of boxing, destroyed HBO in the process. So with that being stated, Floyd Mayweather was a little bit rusty as Mayweather was preparing for Guerrero, who was also a southpaw. Now at the time, Mayweather was knocking out all type of southpaws at the gym. So he had a hard time finding sparring partners, which that's how Errol Spence came into play. He was punching the heavy bag, and someone suggested that Errol Spence spars Mayweather. Errol Spence was 6-0 at the time. So Errol Spence went and sparred Mayweather, and according to rumors, that was Floyd Mayweather's toughest sparring till this day. Errol Spence got kicked out of the gym afterwards, and being the truth that Errol Spence is, he didn't brag about it. And Floyd Mayweather felt bad, brought him back, and made him his main sparring partner. Floyd Mayweather will spar him once a week or twice a week afterwards. He wouldn't spar him almost every day. That wasn't the case for Errol because obviously he was giving him a fight. Now the rumors have it, toward the end of the camp, Mayweather got the best of Errol, as he should because Errol Spence was only 6-0. So, by what happened in sparring and all of the above, Errol Spence being a dog in there and being the bigger person, he will give Mayweather a tough fight. But in my humble opinion, I think Mayweather will solve the Errol Spence puzzle. However, one thing for sure, we will have a better gauge on Errol Spence and how well he will do against a dream fight with Mayweather once he faces Crawford and deals with Crawford footwork and all of the above. We'll see how well Errol Spence is going to be able to deal with a Crawford. It ain't no secret. That's the fight of the decade. So with that being stated, that's going to say a whole lot on how Errol Spence will perform against a dream fight with Mayweather. But one thing for sure, Mayweather always gave Errol Spence a whole lot of props right after the sparring. And so did Errol Spence. It goes vice versa. With that being stated, I need to know from all my keys who y'all pick in the dream fight between Errol Spence and Mayweather prime for prime. And like I always say, subscribe below if you want to know some shit about boxing. If you're trying to get smart about a minute, if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans /old media. Shout out to Dante for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore and graduate from the IQ University, then tune in to Split Decision as every Sunday live. Call in, tune in. IQ wants all the smoke. You already know the past, present, and future pound for pound when it comes to debating. So if you want to dethrone me, then call in. You already know Allah only made a couple things perfect. Mayweather undefeated record, and our key on split decision. So if you have the cojones to challenge me, call in. With that being stated, shout out to all my keys. If you want to be part of the boxing brotherhood, then subscribe and click on the notification bell. Shout out to Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. If a picture says 1,000 words, his meme says 1,000,000 words. Follow my broski, my key on IG and keep it a G. I will leave his link and my link for IG in the description box below like always. And to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Ramadan Kareem to all my Akis. Peace. I'm out of here on to the next one.
Are you ready to take your striking game to the next level? Then you've got to get the focus ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, reflex, hand-eye coordination, head movement, and striking IQ. Lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere with the Focus Ball.